Any particular compliment you like, Sunday Jeff? What's your favorite compliment?
I like your hairdo.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks.
looking good. You just get a haircut?
No, I did it myself.
You did it yourself?
I cut my hair myself.
You do a damn good job.
It's one length. He takes a buzzer and he buzzes over
right.
it.
Is that all you do?
Come on over, man.
You don't do any kind. You don't look in a magazine and try to like.
No, this ain't barbershop.
Try to like.
Ice cube over here.
It's like, yo, do the back, bitch.
It's you know what? It's perfectly even. And I don't know how you do that. How do you do that in the back as well as the front? Really?
Just take a mirror. Yeah, I looked in the mirror. Yeah, like you said though, it's only one attachment.
Wow. I mean, have you always done that?
No, I just when I started wearing shorter hair, I just did it. I can't have long hair.
I know. But what made you say, you know what, I'm going to do this? Because
after going to a barber and seeing what they do all the time, I picked up on it. I was like, this doesn't look that difficult. So let me give it a little.
If I invest in a buzzer, three haircuts.
Best $30 freaking I ever invested in, man. I tell you, it's like shaving sheep.
If I want the buzz cut, you would buzz it for me?
Oh yeah.
All right. I might think about that.
No,
you're gonna go Sunday,
I can't put like Giddim's name in the side of your head. I can't.
You can't do it like a little fade.
Yeah, I can do a fade.
Fade on the sides. Can you put like a little Batman symbol on the back of my head?
Tighten them up.
Circa 1989.
Yeah, which Batman symbol you want? Which one? You want the squinty eyes? You want the big eyes? Which one you want?
No, just the Batman. The Bat symbol. Remember everybody was putting that in their hairdo in the 80s?
Yeah, but I'm saying I was doing like the 60s kind of Batman with where he had the eyes.
Batman symbol never had eyes, bro.
I'm talking about the TV show, the 66 TV show.
Right, you were talking about you were talking about an Adam West cowl?
Yes.
Okay, nobody's ever had that before, and I would. Now, while you do a great job with your clippers, I don't know if you could do a Batman's cowl. I don't know if I'd be the guinea pig for that.
Yeah, really. This is a bat symbol that Walt's looking
rough.
for. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Because if you took
black in the middle.
because it's a black kid.
No, it's not worse. Look how dark that is.
Yeah, they must have dyed it. It's actually kind of crappy looking. Honestly.
Can you do anything with dyes? Because I'll need to get my hair dyed too after we get the buzz done. Could you dye my hair as well?
How hairy's your chest, Walt? You want a chest bat symbol too? You should get that and surprise your wife.
If I bring the Just for Men over, could you also dye my hair?
I'll give it a try. I'm not
full service.
Yeah, full service. Give you a hot towel.
Just that. That's it. Don't want anything else.
Yeah, don't go crazy.
Want to shave?
It's not a bathhouse. It's a respectable barber shop.
More helmets. What do you want?
So, how much do you think you've saved on haircuts over the
They're
last
not much anyways.
decade?
They're just like 10 or $12.
And how often do you need to break out the clippers?
Every 6 weeks.
2-3 times a day.
The way you said it, like that, every 6 weeks, huh?
Yeah, it grows quick.
Wow,
not bad.
Something we didn't know. I did not know he cut his own hair. Yeah. You can get him.
What's he cut?
See, Gidim looks like he cuts his own hair. Sunday Jeff, you would believe.
It's like he combs it with an egg beater, and it looks like he cuts it with
a butter knife.
Hedge clippers.
So, if let's say if you were released from your job, God forbid, would you ever consider opening up a Jeff's barbershop?
No.
Why?
Yeah, what would you do?
I don't know. Find something similar. What I was doing before.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
Actually, I wouldn't want to do any of it.
You want to start up your little own business where you get to run the show. You put a little.
Depends. I would like
put
to
a little
do that.
barbershop pole in front of your apartment.
Yeah, I'd want
so it's unlicensed.
Would you like?
My luck, mine's spinning the opposite way. It's going to the ground. It's like, what's
the
going
condo
on?
association is like, Jeffrey, we're not zoned for you to be to open up a barbershop.
Like wood signs
I wanted to talk to you. Look like you could use a little trim. Why don't you come in on the house? On the house.
It's not a barbershop. It's not. I'm not cutting hair here.
What make you think that?
I'm out there sitting on a chair. It's like, what do you want, buddy? Cut $10. You want cut? Come on in.
It's like Floyd's barbershop from Andy Griffith. You're sitting out. It's you, get him, and some strange guy.
Newspaper. You ready for a cut? It's like I remember the old day when my father used to get haircuts. Like when we went to the barber, they used to have Playboys.
Really?
Yeah, my father.
And your dad would let you look at a Playboy?
No, not me. But I'm saying they would have like men's magazines, and then they had like when they had the other.
They had Playgirl.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, was your barbershop that progressive back in the 70s?
I think it was strictly men's. It wasn't like a...
Did any women get their hair cut there?
Not that I know.
So this was only a dude's place.
Every time I was in there.
Place.
Yeah.
So they would have...
Let me see your wrist.
Playboy, I mean. Yeah, your dad would look at the Playboys while he was waiting for you to get your hair cut?
He wasn't doing anything at the time, right?
So could that fly today?
Oh, I don't think that would fly today.
I mean, it would be fucked up, right?
I guess it could if it was strictly just a men's barber.
But still, that's like saying every guy that walks in and get a haircut is down with seeing a magazine with totally naked spread.
It's there. It's just there. I'm not like shoving in your face. You want to?
But if you open it up, I happen to look over. If I happen to look over, you're like, I want to start a conversation. You're like, oh, how long you been here? And I look over, and you're staring like rabbit-eyed at some boof.
But if somebody complains about that, you've just sussed them out. You're like, sorry, this is a men's fucking barber shop. If the sight of titties offend you, there's the door.
Getting a haircut.
When you open up your barbershop, do not get a subscription to Playboy for the waiting room.
Get is Maxim still being published? You can get Maxim, like some bikini.
Lee's action figure and toy news, all the old ones.
Some old back issues.
I used to have this toy.
Toy shop
fair.
news.
It's holding up my supplies.
It's like, where's all the titty books that used to be here? I got rid of them.
Toy shop.
I had a customer come in and complain.
A lippity customer.
Yeah, he came in. He wanted a Batman symbol in his head.
Combining uppity and lippity.
Oh, the 90s. Those were good times.
Yeah, I put a sweet Batman symbol in his head, and then he left after complaining about the boobs.
Would you feel weird, like when you had to touch another man's head, like when you have to cut their hair?
Or wash it?
It's kind of intimate, washing someone's hair, right? You only do that with a lover, usually.
Yeah, you ever wash your lover's hair?
I remember when I was a kid, though. I remember getting washed from some of the girls leaning over in your face.
Yeah. They wouldn't have that at Jeffrey's, salon. You wouldn't have that treatment, though.
Unless they're man tits.
Strictly militant cut. That's all we do. No wash, just shave. If you
wear a wife beater, you might get more
cleavage.
Those customers might be able to see some titties.
So wait, he takes out the titty books and institutes a wife beater / cleavage policy. I don't know. This is not the men's barbershop I was hoping for.
We're trying a new. We're going in a different direction.
What's the choice of music in Jeffrey's salon?
Fucking soundtracks to movies and shit.
Godfather.
Epic soundtracks.
T3.
Doesn't the guy get whacked in the barbershop? You know what this is?
You better not open that barbershop.
No. It'd be my first customer. Come out with a bloody ear and shit and be done. Don't go here. Forget about it.
At your salon, would you branch out into doing nails?
I think nails are standalone today now. It's a lot of times you just go, you've been to the mall, you just see nail salons. It's all they do is nails. I don't think it's branched off now.
Would you do so when you're cutting ladies' hair? Do you think you could quickly learn the?
Everybody has his haircut with a Batman symbol in it.
Everybody looks like they just came out of a chemotherapy treatment. It's like. I'm not going to that place. What are they doing over there?
That's your slogan.
Radiation. What's going on?
That's your slogan. One cut, one price. Flat fee.
Well, let's say a lady comes in and she's like, I'd like something like Jennifer Aniston look.
Forget about it.
I want my bangs, to swoop to the side. I want to feather it over here, and I want this, and I want to make it look fuller.
I'll give you an example.
Sunday Jeff's time traveling barber
G.I. Joe? Did you have one of those 70 G.I. Joes where half the hair was missing here, half the hair was missing here? My show to them would be like the metal filings. Like you would have to. How would you like your hair do? Just take the metal filing.
Yeah.
You want
like
style.
Woolly Willy.
Oh yeah, the magnetic thing. Yeah. But you got to go cocksure. You got to be 12. I could do that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I know exactly what you want. Break out the buzzers. The Batman logo stencil.
It's all crooked. Looks more like a fork.
That would be amazing.
Looks like a fork. It's like, check out the bat symbol. I did my best. I only charge you $5.
Dance.
Yeah, the Watusi.
So let's say somebody comes in and does want the waxing. Could you do that?
Yeah, could you wax a bush?
Bikini wax?
Well, all
Hollywood.
areas. No, all areas. Legs.
No, I'm strictly cuts, brother.
Intimate areas. But but again, man, it's a lot of business you're turning down by not doing that.
See, here's the thing, though. You're on to something here. You don't need to cater to females, but you can offer waxing. Lots of guys get their back waxed, right? Who doesn't like a good foot massage, right? Some guys get like manicures and pedicures. You could offer a limited
listeners
sort of.
would love to have you massage their feet
Yeah, I'm
while
sure.
you talk to them.
Yeah, so
You
how
should
things
offer
go?
that on the Patreon. A tier.
Yeah, tier.
You're responsible for your own travel here. But once you get here, you've got a guaranteed haircut and foot massage. Sunday, Jeff.
You get a number one cut.
But
for
why?
foot massages?
Why do you think it would just be too embarrassing for you?
Yeah,
to
it's
do
just
that?
too much diversity. Just stick to one thing. Stick to the one thing that I'd be good
It's
at.
tough, though. I mean, it's tough to
Sounds
just
like
stick
your
to one
views
thing
on-
and make a successful business.
Look,
though.
I'd be okay in Paris Island.
What's that?
It's with a Marine strain. I'd just be doing the cuts.
Right, but I mean, let's be honest, though. I mean,
This is your business. You got it. You can't just
you're
give
going to go to the
haircuts.
bank.
I would hire
You're going to
other
ask for a loan.
I would hire other people who are more experienced,
Who
than
knew
I
more
am.
about
Yes,
cutting
than waxing,
the
and,
trendy
ripping
hairstyles
ball
of
hair
today?
off with a piece of paper and some hot wax.
I mean, you see, you can't get out of a store without them repeatedly offering you a card, or you go to Quick Check. Hey, you want a cookie with that? Or, it's a constant state of upselling. So it's like all these places are looking for more ways to make more money. Your single haircut, I mean, I don't know what your rent is, but.
Well, at least it's his apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's unlicensed out of
They
your
don't even
apartment.
come inside my house. I just have the chair out there. I got a leaf blower, blow the hair off.
Where do you advertise?
Just got a leaf roller.
He just has a magnet on the side of his car.
Where I live.
All right. Yeah, like a full wrap.
It's like those old, where it says garage sale this way. I got haircut this way with the arrow and yellow signs.
When I was in LA, there was a guy who would walk around Hollywood, and I got my hair cut by him twice. He had scissors, like he had a belt, and he had his scissors and his combs and all that stuff on it. And you would just go to an alley, and he'd cut your hair in the alley, and you gave him $25, whatever. Good haircut.
Yeah.
Good haircut too.
Yeah, that could
Sounds
be
like
you.
something else. $25.
Yeah, that was extra. He offered other services.
That was the leader price.
Yeah,
Once I'm in there,
don't scoff. I mean, though, if
You might end up blowing somebody if you don't get with the program.
just pop out of a garbage can in an alley. Want a cut, bud?
Like, you'd really rather do this than wax pussy, huh? All right. If you say so.
so, you would hire somebody who knew how to do all the other stuff.
I think you got to be licensed to do nails too. It's not just.
Oh, really? You
I
think so?
You got to be licensed to cut hair too.
You have to be licensed to sweep hair. They told me at the place I
Really?
used to go to. Yeah, in order to be in that place and work around that stuff,
What
you
a
have to.
scam!
That's crazy.
What a scam
Welcome to the
push
United States
brooms.
government.
What do you need? Why would you need anything to just sweep up hair? For what purpose?
Yeah, how can you do it wrong?
You can't. You're right. It's a fucking scam. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to sweep, I guess, but none of them are wrong.
When I go to the barbershop, one of the things that I really don't like is the fake conversation that's forced upon me.
Or the real conversation.
But how was your day? Are you going to be that kind of barber? What kind of small talk are you willing to make?
It's like, usually when I would have a TV on there, so you'd be watching whatever. If you
familiar with Doris Day?
Yeah, whatever you want to watch. You want to watch the game. Then you start conversation
So
that way.
you're cutting hair in prime time. You're cutting
Whatever.
8 o'clock between 8 and 11.
There's afternoon baseball games.
Okay,
There's
all
afternoon
right.
baseball
All right,
games
yeah,
or
you're right,
whatever.
you're right.
You just start bringing up conversation. What do you think about this guy or whatever? And you just start let them start doing the talking. If they don't have to cut you off, then they don't want to talk about what you're watching. Oh, flip the channel. Let's talk about something else then.
So you have a TV. What other accoutrements can they expect? Do you have some beer around or whiskey or something? Why not? You're all ready. You're all ready.
Yeah, I got
a liquor license.
I serve it in a paper bag while you
He
can't cut.
doesn't have the license to sweep up hair.
Yeah, I'm cutting outside my house. That's why I got blowed off with a leaf blower.
But you're
I can't
giving
even
the
sweep it.
booze away for free, though. You're giving it away for free. You're going to work it into the price of the haircut. He's really making
a lot of money then.
No, you're working into the price of the haircut.
He's going to be in the red.
Yeah, cut a hair for $10, $20 worth of beer.
The place I used to get my haircut in Asbury, they had a bar there where you could just they'd give you a shot of whiskey. They'd be like, hey, you want a beer, that kind of stuff. And I guess local tavern guys came around or bars and shit, and were like, you
can't do it
because they're giving it away for free. And they're not going to drink there. It's like, I got my haircut there several times. It's not like anyone bellies up to the bar there and hangs out all day drinking free booze. It's like, but I guess I got in trouble for it.
Got the apron. I'm not done.
He also, they were very, it was weird. They were there's a lot of testosterone in that room, but at the same time, they were like hipsters. Kind of had a very hipstery vibe to it. Mm-hmm. There would be
much
the
like I think
hipster
Jeffrey's
hats.
place will have a hipster.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, look at the guy's a personification. But there was they had a bat there in case anybody got fresh. They'd hit you with a bat, which I never saw, but it was there for the threat, in old saloons and shit. How they used to have that. Weird. Yeah, it was it got too hipstery for me. Plus, it was too far away. The place I go now is it's all right, but if I heard the word bro one time.
What a bro.
Oh, it's insane how many, I'm going to record it next time I go in. They asked me to come down on Friday. They're doing they're having professional photographs taken for their website and shit. Right. They want to fucking showcase my beard.
Really? Are you going to go?
I say, yeah, sure. Why not? Maybe I'll get a free haircut out of it.
Yeah, for me, it's such a chore when the girl starts going, so what's your day been like? What do you got planned for after you get your haircut?
Small talk free up until now.
It's that awkward, just nothing.
Do you ever just think of making something up?
No. I'm always surprised that I'm always because they don't start talking to you. So I close my eyes and then I
just want my haircut.
A minute or two into it, all of a sudden the small talk starts.
Sir, you're moaning again.
Why don't you bring Ginnam with him and let him do the talking for you?
I guess I should have a story in place already before I go in, but I'm always caught off guard. I'm because I usually go on the weekends. They're like, well, what'd you do for this weekend? Mm-hmm. And I'm after thinking, I'm like, holy shit, I didn't do anything.
You don't bring up the helium shortage?
So she's making you feel bad.
So how about this helium shortage?
Be like, I was there 4 a.m, sleeping outside Party City.
Just got 2 tanks in this morning.
But I'm always feel oh, fuck, man, how boring do I sound I didn't do anything?
That sounds awesome to me.
I didn't do nothing. I'm just getting a haircut. That was my only plan for the whole weekend.
Cuts the conversation off quick, though, don't it?
So what do you do?
Hit record, though. Next time, hit record and just make up a complete bullshit story. Started out with I had to go over to Freehold, see my brother in prison, and then just boom, go from there, and just go from there, and just make shit up. It'd be interesting. I can't do it because they don't talk to me. They just talk to each other and call each other bro the whole time.
Well, I think that they feel like they're going to get a bigger tip if they connect more and they show an interest.
Sure.
And I'm sure they're told by the manager to talk to the customer. Mm-hmm. But I just like that. I like the sound of that zzz in your ear.
Jeffrey Barber shop. That's all you hear. It never stops.
Sure that's the buzzer? Something wet behind my ear. What's going on?
And they're always the question so what do you do? I'm always I
used to be on a TV show.
I never said that.
I don't think so.
That. But even now, I'm I don't know how to say. I work in retail, and that's not enough.
Right. What do you sell?
What do you sell?
What do you sell?
I sell helium.
Books.
What kind of books?
What kind of books?
Funny books.
Comic books. What? No, work at Jane Bob's.
Turn off the buzzer what? Speak up, you mousy motherfucker.
Do you have enough money to pay for this haircut?
And I'm oh, Jane Bob's. So, I've been in there. You guys sell...
Then they want to talk about it.
What do you guys sell in there? And I'm comics.
That's where you lie. You just be toys. It's a full service deli.
Yeah, grumpy guy sits back at the table all the time, aren't you?
It never really goes well after the small talk, and then it's so the awkward quietness after that because
you don't continue it.
Yeah,
your answers are sort of short, truncated.
Because it sounds like I'm being curt. But I'm just being awkward.
Yeah, they're just trying to make the time go by. It's just, I guess, less than just hearing the bzzz.
Well, I just tell her that. Just be like, it's not you. I'm just completely inept at interacting socially.
I'm like a cigar Indian. Just keep me over there. I'll hold balloons if you want.
There was a guy who used to do my hair at this one place, and I always thought it was weird. I always thought to myself, because he was the way of these guys that wanted to be extremely hip, young guy, definitely was into like fashion and all the trendy shit. But I thought
one of those salons, huh?
But I always thought it was weird that on his forearm, right where you have your sage tattoo, he got a fucking barbershop pole.
No.
And I'm like, well, like how?
I went to barbering, are you?
Yeah, how into cutting hair can you be? That
takes his
He's like this much.
It's like that's like a union brother that wears that on his wrist like that.
I mean, that would be like you getting a tire on your arm or something, right? Like,
so mine would have a flame on it, a flaming tire, look like a Hot Wheel.
Like I don't understand, how into it could you be that you would get the sign of your profession on your arm?
But who really nowadays? How often do you even see that sign anymore?
The barbershop pole?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't ever.
It's
see
very,
it.
very.
But it's still
rare.
universally recognized. You can show that that red, white, and blue pole in the deepest, darkest jungle, and a native kid will know that means haircut. Right?
He's like, you put the Batman symbol in my hair.
He's got no shirt on. He's wearing a piece of grass for an underwear.
He's got a loincloth. He's like, oh, snap, son. Is that a barber pole?
Got a whole tribe out there with Batman symbols on the back of their head.
Fucking America, man. Fucking America's great. And barber poles all over the place, huh?
Tell him, Steve. Dave.